As you all know that the NLSAT examination is approaching close by, there are certain things that I would like to share with you on the basis of your performance that I have been viewing on the mock test, and this video is meant for the same. Hi guys, I'm Ayushi, your mentor for Law Entrance Exams, and welcome to Law Digest. So basically, the mocks that I've created for you for NLSAT and the performance, the answers that I've checked so far, on the basis of that, I wanted to share certain things with you, and I feel that there are still students who are not very clear as to how to go about writing the answers or the essays. So uske bare mein let us discuss today. सबसे पहले I'll speak about part B. Part B की जब हम बात कर रहे हैं तो पहले हम बात करते हैं लीगल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस की. नाउ इन द लीगल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस व्हाट आई एम सीइंग इज दैट मेनी ऑफ यू आर यूजिंग टर्म्स लाइक एक्ट ऑफ गॉड, void, unforeseeable circumstances, or voluntary non-fit injuria. So I've told this earlier as well. If you will check my video on part B, wherein I've told you that how are you supposed to write an answer, वहाँ पे मैंने clearly बताया है that you are not supposed to use legal terms. You are not supposed to have the prior knowledge of law. The examination in the response guidelines has mentioned clearly that no prior knowledge of law is required in part B, wherein they will be assessing you on your reasoning ability. तो जो आप क्वेश्चन को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, जो आंसर लिख रहे हैं, you have to write it on the basis of reasoning. If you are seeing a question wherein a girl is leaving a dog on the roadside and the dog is biting children, so यहाँ पर अगर although we know कि नेग्लिजेंस हुआ है, लीगल टर्म्स में नेग्लिजेंस हुआ है, बट देन वी विल नॉट गो ऑन टू से explicitly that there was a duty of care that she owed to the neighborhood and on breach of that duty she is liable for negligence. No, हम लोग उसको simply we will try to put it in simple words, in simple plain English, and we'll try to reason it out that if she had tied a dog to the corner, she was supposed to take care of the fact that people will be crossing by, and if she wanted to go away, she would have asked someone to stay there to look at the dog so that the dog does not cause any undue issues to the people in the vicinity. बहुत सारे reasons हम बना सकते हैं, and at the same time to justify this we can make many other reasons to say that she tied the dog, she did not leave him open, she knew that the dog might bite or whatever. So all these reasons we can create. तो इसी तरह से just go by the reasoning, do not state the law. There are certain students who have secured 3.5 in the answers. Don't get really bothered as to why you've scored 3. If you feel that you've written all the points and still you've secured 3, it's okay. Your maybe your expression, your expression could improve. Maybe your points are correct, but then at the same time you can write it better. And also do not get discouraged because I'm not easily giving marks to everyone, as we still do not have the response sheet from NLSAT as to the way the answers are to be written. They have not given any sample. They've given the question sample, but they've not given the answer sample. This is all that we've reduced by ourselves, that probably we can write our answers like these. There also can be a side where since they've told you to identify key fact, key norms, you might have to write key facts are these, key facts, key norms are these. Although that will be, for me, that's like, restating whatever is given in the question, because you'll pick out the same things from the question. But however, if you feel that you're not able to write anything, you don't have a lot of content, what you can do is write key facts, put a heading, key facts, 1, 2, 3, in bullets, write the key facts, key norms, whatever law you feel is coming out of the question, you can extract, write that. It is not the issue, it is the law that we're looking at. Then you give your judgment, you give a conclusion that this, on the basis of this is your reasoning, and this can be the situation wherein you can take any side. You don't have to take both the sides. You can take any one side and you can give your answer. In mocks, I've given you both the sides so that people who are taking any side, they can see what answer or what reasoning they can probably give. That is basically a heads up to you that how are you supposed to write or answer, what can be the rationale in the question. So that is about your part B. Now coming to essays may I feel that people are generally, just whatever they know, they're blurting it out on the paper or, the laptop. They're not writing it coherently. You have to really organize your facts. I've made a separate video on essays. If you still have any confusion, go and check. People who are already enrolled for the module, there are detailed guidelines that are given to you that how are you supposed to write an essay. There are many essays available also. Have a look at those properly. You are supposed to first give an introduction. Try to equate it with facts, or as I said earlier, that whatever keyword appears in the title, try to define that. Don't just simply come to any random fact that you've heard. Try to keep it prim and proper. Try to divide the whole essay into a coherent manner so that you have introduction in the beginning, then you tell something more about the topic, then you come to what are the issues that are there. In the issues you can also give examples, real life examples you can give. You can quote some current affairs that you know in that regard. Also, when I speak of current affairs, I want to tell you that just don't think that all the essays will be on current affairs. If you look at sample question paper, the essays are on topics like artificial intelligence, which is not current affairs, right? It is a static topic. So, whatever topics are to be given, try to see that you know things on major topics. If you're reading about AI, you should know some content on AI. What is AI? Farm bills hai, although that is a part of current affairs. You should know all of this. Try to gather information on different topics. जैसे population explosion है, COVID है. These are general topics. Try to gather as much information as possible. Abhi presently you're seeing that world war ka situation ho raha hai. There's inflation. So try to understand these topics, accumulate information on these topics. Then for essays, I would like to say this only, and also I'd say that do not write a very small essay. They've given you the word limit for 500 words, so try and write an essay of about 450 words, if not 500. Try to be close to that limit, because you should not, if the limit is 500, doesn't mean that you'll write an essay for 200 words. Give a proper essay. And then coming on to part A. Now in part A, you have your passage based questions. These passage based questions can be practiced endlessly. There's no limit to the practice of these questions. So what I would say is, abhi we don't have much of time. So for that, what you can do is just go through Wren and Martin once, have a look at the vocabulary words. Then don't spend a lot of time on vocabulary, but at the same time have a cursory look on the words. There might be some words that you might retain during the examination. Current affairs, legal current affairs is important. You need to brush up your current affairs, legal current affairs. Since there is not a lot of time, I have already covered current affairs, legal current affairs in my videos. You can check the playlist section. The important ones are already covered in those videos. You can watch those videos. They are meant for everyone. And for legal current affairs, rather, I've taken questions and I've done a revision series on legal current affairs. Do that, because there's a lot of legal current affairs that I'm already providing in the module. Obviously, it is available to you. Separately, you can do that if you want. It is accessible to everyone. For current affairs, I'll try that I create a PDF of about important 100 questions, or through video form, whatever manner I'm able to manage. I'll try to make you practice some more current affairs, some important current affairs, so that you feel well prepared, you feel confident for the examination. Then speaking of legal reasoning and critical reasoning. Now these are areas I hope you've practiced up till now. These are areas that can be sailed through only through practice. And for legal reasoning, I would just like to share this tip again with you, which I keep telling you again and again, that if you're given a situation in the question, and you've been given some law, you've been given that you need to apply on those facts, or on the basis of passage you have to understand something and apply to that situation. then just stick to that situation, just stick to the passage. Do not go beyond the passage, do not traverse beyond the facts given in the question and try to assume anything. You have to give your answer on the basis of reasoning only. There are many legal reasoning questions available online, you can practice them if you want, and I have my video separately on legal reasoning, you can watch that as well to understand that how are you supposed to solve these questions. For critical reasoning also, I would say it is all based on the passage, so read the passage properly. Once you are beginning with the passage, start to read with full focus so that you can solve the critical reasoning questions well. That is that. Anything else is not coming to my mind and I've not written it here. One thing also I'd like to say that for mocks, people who are giving mocks, I am trying to check the mocks every day, every morning I'm trying to check these mocks. So don't worry that mocks are not being checked or anything, it's taking time. You will get your answers before the examination. Initially, I had not planned that I'll check the mocks. If you'll read the description of the mock test series, I've kept it open for you guys to analyze your answers. And self-assessment was the key. But since I feel that people want an opinion and want to understand that how well the answer is written, how much marks can they secure on whatever answers they're writing. So I've taken this burden on myself to check your mocks, and believe me, people are attempting mocks throughout 24 hours. It is not humanly possible for me to keep sitting and checking again and again. If I'm putting up this video right now, a person might be giving a mock, and now after this video I can't again go and check. I have to allot my time. I allot my time in the day to check your mocks. So please do not bother yourself or me over checking of the mocks. You can analyze them yourselves also. I'm providing you with the scores as soon as possible, and in the next few days I'll try to assign 2 hours a day, morning and evening shift I'll try to keep for myself so that I check your mocks. And apart from that, mock number 5 is going to come soon, a day or two, because it's the final mock. So I'm just taking some time on that, and that will be uploaded very soon. Don't worry about it. And just in case there is any other thing that comes to my mind as regarding NLSAT, anything that I want to share with you, I'll do that. Also keep checking the official website just in case anything comes up. Let's keep each other updated. So yeah, that's it. Just in case you have any further doubts or queries, drop down the same in the comment box below and I'll get back to you. Further, keep following the channel, subscribe to the channel. I hope you filled forms for other examinations as well, because this one is going to be a tough examination and that is why the marking scheme that I'm following is tough. So don't really worry about it, but just that I don't want everyone to have very high hopes. I don't want to distribute you marks so that everyone expects that they are doing well in the mocks and something else turns out in the examination. I don't want to discourage you, but just that I want you to be realistic. Keep your hopes realistic. It is truly an examination that you should attempt in any case, because it will give you another experience. You will understand your own aptitude through this examination. So it's good that you're sitting for this examination. Let's hope for the best. All the very best to all of you.